word problems, story problems makes them a little bit more appealing, right? Just a little bit. Let's do a story about shopping. And Fred has gone shopping. He is at a shop where shirts are $7 and shorts are $5. And he is doing his little shopping spree, and his total comes to $47. Thing is, Fred wasn't paying a lot of attention, and he's not entirely sure how many shirts he bought. He knows that he bought one pair of shorts. He knows that for sure. He's like, I don't know how many shirts I bought though. So we're going to call that X because we do not know the number of shirts. We know there's $7 a pop, but we don't know how many. And we know that he spent $47. So could we turn this into an equation to solve? Yes. If you're thinking, why would I turn this into an equation? That's how math problems work, you guys. Even if you think you don't need an equation for this, and you don't necessarily need an equation for this, you still got to build one and solve it because that's what your teacher's looking for. That's what the test is looking for. So let's do it. I have $7 a pop, X number of shirts. So I have 7X plus I know for sure that he spent $5 on one pair of shorts. And we know that his total is $47. This is a multi-step equation. This is a layered equation. And while I'm undoing my layers, I'm going to tell you the story that goes along with it because that might help it click. We are going to get rid of this plus 5, and we're going to do that by the inverse, which is subtract 5. Anything you do to one side, you do to the other. Let's think of our story. Fred knows that he bought one pair of shorts, and a pair of shorts is $5. So he knows that 5 out of these $47 was for sure spent on shorts, which means we have $42 left that he spent on shirts. So that's 7X is equal to $42. And we know that each shirt is $7. So 7 times some mystery number of shirts is going to give us 42. We are going to undo our multiplication glue. We're going to dissolve it with division. Would you probably divide this all out? Not in real life. You would be saying, well, 7 times what is 42? And 42 divided by 7 is 6. So we can say that Fred here bought 6 shirts. When you're solving a word problem, think about what actually was happening. Think about how you would solve it in real life. You know how to do so much math. You just don't think about it like, oh, I'm going to write an equation, because you wouldn't in real life. But if you logic your way through this and think of it, you can figure this out. You can figure out if your answer is reasonable.